either they're dead to the world and you get them in their bed and you don't hear from them until the next day, or they wake up like they've just eaten a pound of sugar and go crazy.
We're live right now, just so you know.
Second win.
Oh, great. Thank you.
And I don't have Ken to block me like usually. So now I'm just exposed visually on here. Usually his big body's blocking me. I'm exposed.
For the fraud that you are.
Yeah, everyone knows that. Let me try and copy this link. All right. I'm going to
post the link.
Page first and then share it.
This is evil.
Why is this evil?
No, listen to this. Comic idea.
Mm-hmm.
A 3-year Daredevil arc in which he attempts to stop Kingpin, losing friends and loved ones along the way in an ever-escalating chess match. Then, in the very last issue, Thor just randomly pops by, beats the shit out of the bad guys in 12 seconds, ending it all.
Yeah. What happened? That's how Dawn wanted Dark Knight Rises to end.
What?
With Superman showing up and ending it all. Those are separate universes.
Well, Superman saves everything.
He does.
He's the best. My head looks so big when it's like side shot like this. Should sit direct on.
It's because it is.
It is. It is a big head. Yours doesn't look as big from the side like mine does. Because I have so much back head, like right here, you know. What? Yeah. He's got the hair, though.
No, it's cut.
Oh, he cut it. Take the hat off. Show the world. There it is. The lie underneath. The lie. All right, I'm going to start recording.
Recording?
Yeah, we're going to start early.
Wonderful.
Starting early.
Everyone's going to miss all the good stuff.
No one's going to join or care anyway.
That's true. And there isn't going to be any good stuff either.
Yeah. No one cares.
Fair.
We got that up. Just run a little mock test here.
Test.
Test.
Test. Test.
Test. There we go.
I didn't hear Justin.
Looks like there's about a 10-second delay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's typical.
You're watching it?
Mm-hmm.
He's eating up all the bandwidth.
What can you do?
He's going to bring the stream down is what he's going to do.
Yeah. Because he's an idiot.
Fine. I'll take away our one viewer.
No, you can watch. I don't care.
Turn off Wi-Fi.
Shut the Wi-Fi off. All right. Let's see. Get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
Giant head. Big-headed bastard. I got my garbage pail kids, too. I found these. What if these are worth anything?
I don't know.
Look, they're pretty good shape.
Those were always fun.
They're not too bad. I think they are. I don't know if they're worth anything. I got a lot.
Electric Bill.
I got some of the good ones. Dead Fred.
Dead Ted, J Decay are the same character.
J Decay.
Get rid of them.
Yeah. How cheap was that when they used to do that?
Drunk Ken. Boney Joni and Thin Lin, same character. Frigid Bridget and Chili Millie, same character.
50 Garbage Pail Kids cards. Original series card stickers, 1985 to 1987, series 1 through 10, $32.95.
Come on. What are we doing? Huh?
Poor and Lauren, Bonnie Bunny, same character. Stuck Chuck and Pinned Lynn, same character.
From what I'm seeing on eBay, no, they're not really worth anything.
Really? They're just junk?
Just get rid of them.
There's like 1 or 2 cards here and there that
Just
people
throw them
are
right
asking.
in the garbage pail.
Like here's a Series 1 Atom Bomb number 8A. No bids on it, but the asking is $330.
You have one of those in here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like that stuff that can you search on like who's actually bought stuff? Like what's sold?
I definitely can on the computer. I don't know if I can on my phone or not.
Your phone sucks.
I've never
You suck.
Roy
searched
Botts,
eBay. On my
Hothead
phone.
Harvey, same character. Marvin Gardens and Spit and Spencer, same character.
Yeah. Just wasn't one like a chase, like hard to find?
Maybe they're both numbered the same, but they have A and B after them.
Okay.
That's probably what it is. I just am not understanding how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you there's an A and B for
Why do I
everybody.
have so many of that Uncle Sam guy?
Snooty Sam and U.S. Arnie.
I just have 2 versions of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alice Island and Liberty Libby.
All right, we're starting.
Same character.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Either you two want to do it?
I'll do it.
Good job, Justin.
Go.
What's up, everybody? It's the KF Podcast Pop Culture Week in Review for March 25th. We are live on YouTube right now,
Yeah, no one's watching.
Yep.
If
Because we
you,
made Justin turn it off.
but we're
Yeah.
live.
you could go see my giant, huge, bald head
Mm-hmm.
shining under the lights
Yes.
while Brock looks like garbage fell, kids.
Yes.
We're going to try and do this more often. So if you didn't catch the announcement for today's show,
And I told everybody 7:30, and I started at 7:26.
this is true also.
Yep. So no wonder no one's here
Yeah.
yet.
That's all. At 7:30, everyone's pouring in.
Yeah.
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 Like
That's what's gonna
thousands of
happen.
people clapping
That's
and
probably
shit.
what's going to happen.
Now, here's who's going to join.
We're
Right?
going to get raided.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the only thing that'll happen. Rob will stop by for 3 minutes at some point, right?
Yeah.
John Budai will stop in for a few minutes, say hi, and maybe Jim Simonic because he liked the post. Other than that, ain't nobody gonna give a fuck. Not even Lance.
I just wanted to zip it next to the
We
microphone.
just want to zip it by
essentially.
the way for some ASMR.
Yes.
Some ass smear. How about we just do a video? You start licking the microphone and touching it and whispering.
Yeah, we'll get all
We'll put
kinds of
shaving
viewers.
cream all over it and
Yeah.
rub it with things like they do.
Yep.
So it's
That's what we
stupid.
need to do. That's what the people want.
Yeah. We'll just oil each other up and just roll around on the ground and
That took a turn.
and record the sounds.
I'm not down with that one.
We'll each get microphones and just remember those other ones we used to use every once in a while that I
Mhm.
would like to go back to. Those you could make a lot of those
Yeah.
sounds, breathing sounds. There's a lot of heavy.
That's
breathing.
why we don't use them anymore.
Yeah, a lot of breathing into it. You could talk really deep into it. Yeah.
Need a bunch of different channels just for breath.
Yeah, breath channels. All right, before we start this, what were you talking about? I instantly forgot what we were talking about, and we want to. What was it?
Fine.
Coke.
So, no.
Pepsi.
Pepsi has partnered up with IHOP
Yes.
to come out with a limited edition maple syrup flavored Pepsi.
Yeah, which sounds fucking disgusting.
I kind of want to try it.
Of course you would.
Well, the characteristics between Pepsi and maple syrup are not that different. It might be a good blend
It might be.
because they're both
I just think it would
syrup.
be so sugary tasting. I don't know.
Well,
It's gonna be
Pepsi
maple.
is sugary flavored anyway.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
too much.
Pepsi's already too sweet.
Like
for
I
me.
said, I think the only thing that goes well with Pepsi is cherry.
It does.
Wild
Sorry,
cherry.
it's wild cherry. It's not regular cherry. These cherries are just growing out in the
They're
wild.
just wild.
It's wild cherry. But wild cherry Pepsi is great. Vanilla Pepsi wasn't too bad. That's just because it tastes like like when you do like a float.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that's what that is.
Yeah.
But, you know, remember there was an orange one once?
That was terrible.
Has anybody tried the Cosmic Coke or whatever it is?
No.
No. I forgot about
It tastes
that,
like
actually.
space.
It's
Yeah, it tastes like
flavor.
space.
No one said it was good.
I drank one once and it was so nasty. It gave me instant heartburn. It was the worst flavor of anything I've ever. I don't know what it was. I don't know what flavors. They just threw a bunch
Tasted
of
like
flavors. Space.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
I only drank it some because Gigi Dolan from the WWE said it was so good. I was
She lied.
Gotta trust Gigi. You know, and I went
Must have gotten a
Thanks
sponsorship
a lot
for that endorsement.
Thanks a lot, Gigi.
What a liar Gigi Dolan turned out to be.
Yeah, but she's still fine. So
Nope, that's the last straw for me.
That's it.
that's it. She's out. She's toxic and trash. Yeah. So we're done. That's it. We
Yeah,
done?
I think that's it. I wanted.
We're
to
missing
try
an
it.
empty chair here.
Do you think it was disgusting?
Someone's not here.
Is it going to be available outside of IHOP, or is it just at IHOP?
No, I don't think it's just at IHOP.
No, you should be
Okay.
able to buy it in stores and stuff.
I might try it, like a 20 ounce. I won't buy a 2 liter because I probably won't like it.
Remember
but-
clear Pepsi?
Crystal Pepsi?
Do you remember when they brought it back?
Yeah,
No, I don't remember them bringing it back.
I liked Crystal.
It was like
Pepsi.
2015. They
Yeah,
brought it back,
didn't
and
last.
I bought one and tried it, and it was awful.
I
Did
remember
they
liking
change
it
the
as a kid.
flavor of Pepsi at one point too, but then went back?
That was
Coke.
Coke.
That was
It was
Coke.
New Coke.
New
It
Coke.
was New Coke, and
Then
then
they
they
had
just
Coke
went back
too.
to Coke Classic.
Yeah.
Mhm. They had them both running it for a while. Then it was Coke Classic and Coke 2,
Oh.
and then New Coke.
I don't remember Coke 2.
Yeah.
I remember New Coke.
I don't like Coke.
I prefer Coke over Pepsi.
Really, I like Pepsi better.
I'm a Pepsi guy for the most part, but every once in a while, I do enjoy a good Coke.
Well, here's the thing. I only drink diet versions of stuff. So my
Mhm.
favorite is Diet Wild Cherry Pepsi. That's what we buy in this house.
That is better than Diet Coke. I'll give you
Constantly.
that.
You know, we just buy Diet Wild Cherry Pepsi also. But if I ever have to have like real, which I don't drink real Coke all the time being diabetic, but there's times where like I'll keep a couple bottles upstairs for my sugar's low, and regular Coke, sugar Coke, is really delicious.
It is.
Like just by itself. The diet sucks.
Yeah.
Diet
Mhm.
Pepsi is much better than Diet Coke. But the real version of Coke, like I sometimes I need like a little bottle of it to pick me up. I'm like, oh, this is delicious. It's like eating like candy. This is really yummy.
My favorite is the caffeine-free Diet Pepsi.
Where do you even find that?
Giant Eagle has it.
Really?
Diet Wild Cherry, you can't ever find. If we find it at Walmart, we buy all of it. It's
Yeah.
like it's never there.
Is
And
there
it's
still
so expensive for a 2-liter now.
is there still a Sprite Zero shortage?
There's still, I don't know. I haven't seen Sprite Zero. I don't understand the difference between Zero Coke and Diet Coke.
Marketing.
What's the difference there?
I think it has to do with the chemical that makes it taste sweet. I think one uses one chemical and the other one uses that
Aspartame.
aspartame
Yeah.
stuff. And
One uses stevia. They're both the same. You look at the ingredients on it. None of them have any calories. None of them have any sugars. But one's different.
the disgusting thing is why it's technically allowed to be 0 calorie. Because the molecule, the aspartame molecule, contains chlorine.
Ugh.
And your body thinks it's a poison, so it immediately attacks it, surrounds it, and tries to expel it from your body.
It's like shit when you drink it.
Yes.
Ooh. Interesting. Look
Hmm.
at you knowing so much about fucking Pepsis and stuff.
Whatever.
I had a soda machine for like a year,
Mhm.
and it was so much work. You should get a soda machine. It was so much work, and it wasn't as good.
Yeah.
The carbonation thing?
Yeah,
So I got one.
that was all the craze for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
well, not
I
that
I
long
got
got
ago.
soda at home.
I got one free because during the Super Bowl, I think 3 years ago, there was some weird promotion with Mars and
The
Soda
planet.
Stream,
Yes.
the planet, but Mars, the town got involved.
Of course they did.
If you
Is there one time that can
if you
somebody can get excited
if you
about Mars?
tweeted at Soda Stream during the Super Bowl with hashtag I'm from Mars or whatever, they verified it and then they sent you a free Soda Stream machine. So I got a free Soda Stream.
Were you
machine.
from Mars at the time?
At that point, I was living there. So yeah, so it must have only been 2 years ago.
Oh, why did we never know this until now that you were doing all this?
Because it wasn't a big deal. And it took them like 6 months to actually get it to me.
All right.
So that's our food podcast for
It's
the
the
day.
food. That's the end of the show. We have regular
it.
stuff today too, right? Oh, we got box office report. Everyone's
Yeah.
favorite moment.
Hey, Ken's not here to bitch about it, so I don't care.
Yeah, well, he's never here.
It's another good week.
So total box office a little over 80 million. The Batman sticking in at number 1 with almost 37 million. Jujutsu Kaisen 0, the movie.
Yeah.
Sounds like something stupid Dawn would like.
No, this is Logan. My son Logan's new thing. He loves Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay.
It's a big new anime. The movie did well for an
Almost-
animated movie. Yeah.
Almost 15 million. And Uncharted sticking in there with almost 8 million. So not a bad box office weekend.
What's the Batman out globally now? Do we have its box office where it's at?
I didn't look at that. Let's see how quickly.
Let's
I
all
can-
try.
Who can get it first?
Who can get it?
Who's going to get it first?
I got it.
Okay.
Worldwide, 600 million, 606 million. Domestic,
bad.
306.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Doesn't say what its production budget was,
Probably
Here.
pretty pricey.
but it's a hit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a hit.
I definitely can see them greenlighting a sequel.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Speaking of the Batman, why don't we go into the big Batman news? The Batman.
we can do that.
Yeah. Did you
So
watch this today?
Mhm.
so today, I think it was just today.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers released a 5
And
minute.
this is kind of spoiler-ish, so if you haven't seen the Batman yet and you don't want to know, skip ahead a few minutes or whatever, because we're going to spoil a little bit of this movie. But it's been out for a while.
For everyone watching on our live.
Yeah, no, which is no one right now. so-
Spoilers.
yeah.
So today, Warner Brothers released a 5-minute deleted scene from the Batman that showed him at Arkham, basically getting advice on his case from the Joker.
Yeah, talking about that it was their anniversary,
Yeah.
Mhm.
so he put him away a year ago. Let's just say the Joker looked fucked up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Burned or something or
Which,
Just-
like, if he really fell in a vat, like this is what you would look like.
Mhm.
Yeah.
His head was like boiled. His
Mhm.
skin was all
Yeah.
messed up. His mouth was messed up. He really looked, which I didn't mind the look because I feel like it fits in that world.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a scary Joker.
Yeah, he's scary.
Mhm.
You know,
Like-
I hope that like whenever he does get out, like he does. What you know how like Heath Ledger at least wore like the purple suit and like
Yeah.
still looked dirty. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like
Yeah.
I would hope that he does a little bit, but man, he looks fucked up. Like the hair falling out. His skin's not white, which is like Heath Ledger's
Yeah.
Joker, where his skin wasn't white either. He would paint his face.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Mhm.
The hair did appear to be green though.
It did, but it
Mhm.
was so splotchy.
Oh yeah, it was like a monk's thing, but
How
like
about the back of his head where it was like all blistered and,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
man, he was
His fingers were all bloody and stuff too.
Yeah.
So he's doing something weird all the time. with
he was
that.
demented looking. He was and had a very Silence of the Lambs feel to it. You know, when she would go talk
I
to
wonder-
him about stuff. And he
I'm
would-
wondering if that, like, if Matt Reeves sticks with this, I'm wondering if that's what they're gonna. If all of these are gonna be based off of another serial killer
Yeah.
somewhere.
Mhm.
yeah, he would look like a Hannibal Lecter, the way he was coming and talking to him about stuff and was messing with him. It was dark. It was all right though. I liked it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'd like to see more of it. I can't say like I like him better than one Joker or the other because it was just a small
Yeah. Yeah.
clip. But he did a good job. You know,
Voice was good. The laugh was good.
yeah. It was definitely dark. That would have been, I think, a little too much in the movie at the time.
Yeah, because they already had Penguin, Catwoman, Riddler.
It was good, a little surprise at the end.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I don't want him in the second movie though. I wouldn't mind he goes back and has those conversations.
Yeah, I
more
agree.
in the second movie. I
Yeah.
feel like you should save the Joker for a big payoff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
I think the Joker should rally the Arkham people. Whoever he fights in the second one, he needs to put in Arkham at the end too. And then by the third movie or even a fourth movie, then Joker
It's not an asylum in that world, is it? It's just
it's like a
It's
hospital.
a mental
Yeah.
hospital.
Yeah, it's like a hospital.
because
in
it
the
said like
back.
Arkham, like
Yeah, it's
Something.
something hospital, I think, is something on the back. But yeah, I thought it was cool. I'd like to see more of it.
Yep.
It's good. The Batman's a good movie.
This is a good
Really,
movie.
is. Really is. It really is an entertaining movie. Especially now, like I saw people like on TikTok posting clips of Christian Bale doing Batman, and it just looks so dumb to me compared to like how this Batman was. Changing his voice and doing a like talking like that. Like it's so unnecessary. Like I know some people
Even
like
when
those,
he's alone.
he's
and-
talking like that.
Yeah, like that one scene where
Catwoman
disappears. He's, so that's what that feels
So
like.
that's what that feels like. I'm like, you're alone, you fucking idiot. You know, when you go back and watch parts of that movie, like, remember when he got like the robot leg, like he was crippled, then he got a robot leg, and he was kicking bricks down with it and everything. Yeah. To me, the only movie I like Batman Begins. It's okay, but the second one was probably the peak of that movie because the third one is just stupid.
Yeah, and it's because Ledger passed away, and they had to like redo their story and.
Bane is so stupid. I don't know. He's so bad.
Little Bane.
Little Bane. Little Bane. Everyone's little. But that's where superstar Gary Williams was.
Yes.
He was one of the thugs.
He was.
That's all I can think of. Every time I see that guy around Cranberry, I'm just like, you were one of the thugs in that movie because you're short and you were able to fight Batman. Terrible.
I'm short. I should have tried out.
You
Yeah,
should
you
have.
should have. You didn't you go to
Yeah,
Hinesfield?
I was in Heinz Field.
You and Ken were at Hinesfield.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sitting in the heat with a coat on,
Yeah,
pretending it's winter.
yeah. It was rough. It was.
And then
a rough
Heinz
day.
Ward gets killed.
No, he survived.
Did he?
Yeah.
Mhm.
He ran the ball, and then the stadium blew
It
up.
was blowing up behind him as he was running, and he turns around. There's a big crater there.
Oh, that's right.
He
Yeah.
survived.
Good.
Luke Ravenstall, the kicker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pittsburgh Batman. It was exciting working downtown when all that was going on, though.
Yeah.
Because there was
Yeah.
like 4 Batmobiles all parked around the city. You know,
Mm-hmm.
It's funny when you live in Pittsburgh and you watch that movie, and they're just driving around literally 2 streets in Pittsburgh, and they're like, "Oh, we can't find that truck." I'm like, "You're right by Wiener World, right there. Like, that's easy to find that truck. I find that truck in 2 seconds. You know, you're going up and down Liberty and Penn Avenue over and over again, and just in Smithfield Street, just turning around and around and around."
Yins are Batman.
Yins are Batman. Pittsburgh Batman. You need a shitty city to look like it's run down like Gotham City. Why not use Pittsburgh?
It's cheap. Great tax breaks here.
It's
Mhm.
true. All right.
Should we jump into the Marvel news?
Might as well.
All right. So this first one is only slightly Marvel news.
get rid of it.
Next, we have slight Marvel news, according to Justin. This is slight Marvel news.
It has to do with the MCU. Allegedly, Avatar 2's trailer is being
Oh,
attached to
God.
Doctor Strange 2.
Remind me to be a little late to have it to Doctor Strange.
No, we need to boo it.
Yeah, we need to be there to evaluate it loudly
Yeah,
during the show.
Mhm.
to make fun of it.
Yes.
That's awful. I can't wait to shit all over that movie.
I'm not even gonna go see it.
Avatar 2?
Yeah.
I'm not giving it theater dollars.
No, I'm not giving it theater dollars either. When it comes out on Disney Plus, then we
Yeah.
can watch it and make fun of it.
Yeah. I'm not going to the theater to see that.
I want to see,
Well, I mean,
if we talk about Avatar, we have to get it in. We get it in every time, right? You know what we're talking about. What I want to see in that movie. Dirty monkey tail sex. Right? You want to see him plug it into a whale. He's going to plug it into a whale this time and then plug it back into the girl and all that other goofy shit that they do with their tails.
Yeah.
Or their hair extensions or whatever the hell it is.
But I mean, this is James Cameron. He's got to break ground, new
Yeah.
technology. So instead of being in 3D, this one they're going to fill all the theaters with water, and you're actually
Mhm.
going to have to hold your breath for 2 hours to
Yeah.
watch the movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you're going to have tails that you plug into each other in your butt while you sit there. Take a little tube, stick it in your butt, and you can control this dog that's in the lobby or whatever. Fuck James
Christ.
Cameron. Out of here. These stupid movies.
A Brazilian ticketing website has reportedly revealed the runtime of Doctor Strange 2 at 148 minutes.
So almost 2.5 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours and 28 minutes. If this is real, it'll tie Spider-Man No Way Home as the 4th longest MCU film to date. Endgame 181 minutes, 3 hours and 1 minute.
I wish this movie was 3 hours long. There's a lot to cover in
There
this
is
movie.
a lot to cover in this
You know
movie.
what I mean? Like, I don't know why. I saw people were like, "Oh my god, so long." I'm like, "What do you expect by now?"
Like, they don't seem that long when you're watching them.
No,
They're good.
not
Like,
that.
Not at all.
the Batman didn't seem long.
Yeah, this is a big deal.
Endgame didn't seem long. Spider-Man didn't
Yeah,
seem
I
long.
mean, this is the May release for MCU movies for the year. This is the big deal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, I expect this to be 3 hours long. That way I can see
Yeah.
everything that's going on. There's a lot to unpack in this movie.
Mhm.
I'm not going in. I need an hour and a half. I need to get out of here. You know, like,
Yeah, no,
it's not
definitely
that
not.
kind of movie.
No.
No, so we got Endgame at 3 hours, Eternals at 156 minutes, Infinity War 149 minutes, and then No Way Home and Doctor Strange 2 at 148 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, get over it, people.
Mm-hmm.
2.5 hours. We like it. Halo star Pablo Schreiber has been promoting the Halo series and was asked about ever appearing in the MCU. Revealed he has spoken to Marvel several times in the past about a few different roles. Nothing has worked out yet, and his dream role would be to play Wolverine.
Oh, God, it's another one of these, Brock. It's another one of these.
I want to be Wolverine.
I know. It's another one of these again.
So the only reason I put this one in there is because he says he's actually spoken to them about other roles in the past. So like this could be something that could come to fruition. Whereas these other actors, like
There was one this week. Someone said it again. Some girl
yeah, the
wants to
the
be
Disney-
in Deadpool 3.
the Disney girl, yeah, that wants to play Gwenpool in Deadpool 3.
Yeah, it was
Bella Thorne.
Bella Thorne. I want to be in Deadpool 3. I want to be Gwenpool or whatever. And I said, yeah, okay, I want to be in Deadpool 3 too. Breaking news, I want to be in it too.
Yeah.
I want to be in
I want to
all
be
of
in it too.
Yeah, let's all be in Deadpool 3. I'll get paid some money for
Who
it.
can I be? I want to be.
I'll be an extra. I want to be Deadpool.
Yeah, I want to be Deadpool too.
Enough of the Ryan Reynolds.
I want to be Headpool
Yeah. I hate those.
or Dogpool.
I hate those articles.
Thor: Love and Thunder is apparently still filming reshoots with Christian Bale, despite the movie being released July 8th.
You think it's
boy.
because Christian Bell started yelling at the staff again?
Either that or he started diving back into his Batman
Yeah.
voice for Gore the God Butcher.
You know that's exactly what he's going to sound like too.
Bring the Thor to me.
He's such a weirdo.
Get rid of Christian Bale.
He's going to be a symbiote villain, though. Everyone's going to love it. Guarantee you there's going to be a Null reference in this movie.
I'm sure.
Sony gave
Well,
him
there's a
that.
symbiote in the MCU now officially.
Yeah. Because there's him.
Yep.
Well, at the end of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Venom.
Yeah, Venom, there's that one. Yeah.
yep,
God.
that's what'll breathe life into that little piece.
I know. When we start seeing Null, it's going to be so... Fanboys are going to be so obnoxious.
That's too
Null
new
could
of a
be-
character.
Null's great. He can be Superman in a fight. That's all you have to hear. Is
They're
this.
really hot shotting that if they put him in already.
I think they're going to do it.
I
He's
hope not.
a popular character. I mean, I know he just debuted in like comics last year, but they're already doing a Marvel Legends figure for him coming out
Get
this
rid of him.
summer. I mean, they love it. They can't get enough of it because he's the symbiote god. Like we needed that. Like that was something we needed. They couldn't just be aliens and like
Yeah.
they're attached to you. We needed a symbiote god.
Mm-hmm.
This says there's 3 people watching this. I have no fucking idea who it is. I can't tell.
Reveal
It
yourself.
doesn't show me. Like I click on it. Oh, one just left. Somebody was like, "Oh, they're talking about me," and they left. Say hi in the chat at least, so we know who you are.
Reveal yourself.
This is people that just logged on, then dropped their phone and walked away.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this shit.
Reveal
Classic.
Yep.
Triumph.
If you know, you know.
You know. I just watched that over the weekend. I found like an old video of it, and I showed it to the kids, and they were like, "Used to show this when we were like 4. We never understood it." They're like, "Now we get it." Do you know what we're talking about?
No.
Don't tell them.
I'll tell you later.
All right.
If you know, you know.
We'll watch it.
So this news should make you guys pretty happy. One of the Moon Knight writers, Sabir Perzada,
Yeah.
You said that wrong.
says he's currently working on a new Nova project for the MCU.
Yeah.
It's unclear right now whether it's going to be a Disney Plus show or a film, but it's been basically confirmed now. And
It should be a movie.
I agree.
Yeah.
He's a big enough character that
And it better be Rich Rider and not somebody else.
It's gonna be Sam.
I don't want Sam Alexander, Kid Nova. This better be Rich Rider.
Nope.
Enough.
It's not.
It better be. A Nova movie I think would be cool.
Yeah.
I know I'm a Nova Mark because I love Nova. He's one of my favorite characters. There he is, right over there.
He's
You
cool.
can't see him. And I want Darkhawk to be in the movie with the Talons. Yeah, Nova's great, but don't do Sam. I don't mind Sam, but don't do it.
All right.
Don't do them first.
We'll do it first.
We already talked about our little DC news that I had.
It's little news.
On the Disney front, Jared Leto recently revealed that Tron 3 is still in active development at
Someone
Disney.
actually wants a Tron 3.
I want Tron 3.
You like Tron 2?
I didn't mind Tron 2.
It was
it
okay.
really? I didn't even like Tron 1, let alone Tron 2.
Tron 1's hard to get through now. It's so dated.
It's very dated. I
Mhm.
still enjoy it, but it's very
Bunch of guys with glow in the
very
dark suits
dated.
on walking
Frisbees.
around and frisbees
Yeah.
and things that don't work right.
The second one that universe has so much potential.
You
The
like
second
you're
one-
a computer guy. You
I
think
am.
cool.
And
You
How
wanna
dare
be-
you like something, Justin?
I know.
You want to be riding those bikes in a computer world and
hell yeah.
to turn on like on a thing.
Justin, how
That I
dare
always
you?
thought
How
was a
dare
little
you.
weird, but
How dare you like stuff that I don't?
But anyway, he said it's still in active development and hinted that an update or announcement could be coming sooner than we expect.
Ooh.
Jared Leto was in Tron too.
Yes, he played a very weird blind character.
Oh, interesting. I watched that one night. I
he
didn't really
was-
pay attention to
He
it.
was Jared Leto. It looks like skinny buff Jesus.
Skinny buff Jesus. How about this talk about? We didn't talk about this. So how about this Morbius talk going around? Did you hear any of this? From what I'm hearing, is that they went into Morbius, Sony did, and all that shit that was in the trailer that referenced Spider-Man, that they removed it all. That they took
Interesting.
out Michael Keaton's roles too and left him as a cutscene at the end. Like he had a bigger role as Vulture. This is all what I heard the other day, is that like the Daily Bugle, the Spider-Man on the wall, the Rhino reference, all that stuff in the trailer, that they cut it all out. And they left this movie as like completely standalone. So there's no reference to any Spider-Man or Venom or any of that. So it's all on its own and did like a scene at the end. And a lot of people think that they did this because early reviews of this movie is that it's horrible and that they didn't want it bogged down and tied to the Marvel stuff or the Spider-Man world. So they like took that all out. That way, if it sucks and bombs, they can go as one and done. Or if it's like, hey, people love this, then they can be like, all right, he's going to be in the next Spider-Man movie.
Mhm.
So this could be a shit show, this movie we go see.
That's gonna disappoint me.
Yeah, because I mean they've been advertising this movie for what, 2 fucking years
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
And we got pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
With the later trailers.
Yeah. And then didn't they make Spider-Man No Way Home while this movie was still being
Yeah.
advertised?
Yeah.
I mean, they like did this whole thing, released it. Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
we were excited about it because there was all that speculation. What universe is this in?
Mhm.
What's this take place in? What's happening? What's Spider-Man? Is this Andrew's Garfield Spider-Man? And now that they took it all out is what I heard. Now maybe they didn't, but this is because a lot of people,
Now
are
that
talking
you mentioned that, I did see there was a podcast segment that the title of the YouTube video was Morbius trailer lies.
yeah. I've been seeing it a lot on like TikTok, pop culture sites popping up of people talking about it, that they took a lot of this shit out, that they feel like
That's gonna piss a lot of people off.
yeah, because you've been advertising it like that for years.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I guess like if you are getting bad, I mean, and how are you getting bad reviews about it already from people that see it? Did you not like, you've had years where you've been sitting on this movie, did you not like watch it through and go, well, this is crap,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they took Michael Keaton's parts all out. I guess he's like either a cutscene at the end or something. It's gonna be weird. He's in his own like world.
Unless the post-credit scene is they bring it into one of the other universes through Doctor Strange
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, but I mean the whole trailer was based off of Spider-Man this, Venom that,
Mhm.
Spider-Man that, Venom reference. Then you're like, wow, this is intriguing. No, it's just like, this is just a vampire movie on its own.
Maybe they want to use him in Blade and they want to do a different casting or something later on.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very strange. Very strange.
All
Anyway,
right.
that just popped in my head because you said Jared Leto.
This next one I'm not so sure about. Apparently, there's a Voltron live action movie coming from the director of Red Notice.
Saw this rumor too. A lot of Voltron sites are reporting this too.
Multiple studios are reportedly bidding on the opportunity to actually produce the film.
This is a tough one because this is just like the Power Ranger movie that they did. Like, some things work better animated.
Yes.
I don't know how you pull this off and get people into it who aren't Voltron fans. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll go see it, but I don't know how you get people excited about it because it is like Power Ranger-esque, even though it was like doing it before Power Rangers. You see it on screen and you're like, what's this colored lions? And
You know how you get people excited about it? You attach the Red Notice director.
that's right. You get Red Notice director. Because, it doesn't take place on Earth. It's an alien world and all that. But, like, I think if you do it right, you should follow the Netflix formula for it, where it's Earthlings who, they're exploring outer space. Their leader goes missing for years. They don't know what happened to him. Then they find out, like, these aliens picked him up and brought him, like, galaxies away, and he's been, like, a slave there. And they find out that one of the lions is hidden on Earth, and it's a whole thing, but it ties Earth together with it, making it more like a space adventure. You know what I mean?
The only thing I can see them fucking this up by basically making this Pacific Rim 14, but instead of having just 2 people in the giant robot monster, there's 5, and it will separate and it'll go into its individual robots, but they're gonna be some kind of kaiju creatures that come out of
Road Beasts were like kaiju creatures.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they were, because you need something. When you have a big, cool-looking robot, he's got to be able to slice something in half, and you don't want him killing big humans. Or Voltron, right. Whenever he would blow up ships, like, you wouldn't really see the guys perishing and dying inside. He was cutting up big monsters and stuff.
Yeah.
You'd have to make him look like, Transformers, they look so weird. And even when the Power Ranger movie came out, like, the Megazord looked different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You know how, like, when they redid Bumblebee and they made Optimus look better? You got to make him look like he looks there. The movie will bomb if he looks like he's all black
and computer animated.
And he doesn't have, like, he just looks different. Each line is, like, sleek like a car. Like, he got to have a big yellow looking lion, and it's got to look like Voltron.
That's what I disliked most about that Power Rangers movie was the Megazord.
Yeah,
it just looked like complete, like, video game. Didn't even.
Yeah,
I wanted it to look like a guy in a costume.
Yeah, and it didn't look anything like the original Megazord, which was just because the Rangers look cool. Yeah, and then they got that, and you're like, what's this? This is. Shit.
And all the Zords look the same.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's
just too much, like, shiny silver and all that. You can't tell what's going on. It's like the original Transformer movie, where you couldn't tell what the hell was going on in some scenes.
Right.
There's just metal everywhere.
Yeah.
Where you're like, give me that guy. Yeah, I would be okay with it. And I'd want some changes to it. Like I said, I like the Netflix version of it because they added a character, Shiro, who was the Black Lion pilot, and they cut out. I don't know if you've ever watched the original Voltron.
I think I got through like a season and a half.
The original Voltron, not even Netflix, but the original Voltron from the 80s had a character named Sven, who was the original Blue Lion pilot, and then he, like, gets killed almost and has to go back home, and then a princess takes over the Blue Lion. Where in this show,
I remember that.
They didn't do Sven. Sven was like an alternate version of Keith. They had Shiro, who was the leader, and Keith was like the Red Lion pilot. And so I know a lot, a Voltron guy. I know a lot
Keith.
about Voltron. But I would love it. I just don't know if other people would.
I'd check it out.
Yeah, I mean, I'd go
straight up
see
our
it
alley.
Make it.
The villains are intriguing. King Zarkon, Prince Lotor, they're all good villains that are
Prince
really
Blowtorch?
Prince Lotor or Blowtorch, either one. Are really cool characters. It's a really interesting story. Again, if they do the Netflix though, who made it more lore-ish.
Well, Netflix has an opportunity to pick this up and be the company that produces it. So
yeah, maybe they will. Go watch the animated show on Netflix.
I keep meaning to check that out. I have so much stuff I need to watch.
Really good shit. It's up there with Castlevania as 2 of my favorites.
Fast and Furious 10
God.
has cast Ratcatcher from Suicide Squad, Danielle Melchior.
That's what? Car. She's playing a car.
Must be. She's playing a Fast and Furious version of
playing an
Ratcatcher.
alien.
Yeah, she's gonna be the voice of a car.
She's gonna be the voice of a car.
It talks. Becomes sentient.
I mean, it's this movie. We've beat this movie up enough. I can't wait for this movie because I want to see how bad it is.
I haven't watched 10 or 9 yet.
Go watch it. It's awful. Or just get in your car and drive around in a circle and beat yourself over the head with a baseball bat. It's like the same equivalent. While you look at a picture of Vin Diesel and John Cena. That's it. Because they go to space in a fucking flying like Pinto. Like it's God, it's so bad. But and this one's going to be interesting because I mean they're bringing back dead Paul Walker in this movie, which is not.
I hope they decide to not to.
No,
do
they're
that.
doing it. I mean, he
know.
appears at the end of the movie. He comes out in his car, his little green Jetta pulls up, and he gets out, and they're all like smiling because it's Brian. They're gonna do it. They're gonna like deep fake his face and do all that. That's ridiculous. You're bringing back a dead guy to try and put this.
Didn't they
franchise
already
in.
kill him off in the movie too?
No,
Or
he's
they-
been
No,
alive.
He's never been.
All right.
He's been with Mio on some island somewhere with his son.
Then it makes somewhat of sense. But they're not about bringing people back from the dead in the movies.
Well,
either.
yeah, I mean, they brought the
Han.
Japanese guy. He died twice. You saw him die twice in a movie. Once in the crash, and then once when Jason Statham shoots him and kills him.
When does
Spoiler
that
alert.
happen?
They
Is
showed
that
it.
9?
He dies in 3. Okay, but he dies in like a crash. They like killed the character off. Then they rearranged that story that 3 didn't happen till after 6. Fast and the Furious timeline. When 3 happens, Tokyo Drift. 4, 5, and 6 happened before 3. Why? I don't know, because they're supposed to be done with 3, but then Diesel came back. So you then find out when they introduce Jason Statham as the villain that when Han's car crashes and he rolls out, he survives the crash, but then Jason Statham kills him. And that's why, like, he's not in 7, 8, 9 or whatever. But then they brought him back in 9, and now he turned it in that Jason Statham doesn't kill him. He saves him because Jason Statham, they made him a good guy. It's so fucking stupid. It's unbelievable. So they killed him twice. And I guarantee you for this next one, they bring Gal Gadot back, even if she got thrown off of a moving fucking airplane and died.
Into a fireball.
Into a fireball, but I guarantee you she's brought back as like Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman will be in this movie.
Get rid of it.
Moving into TV news on the Netflix
John
side.
Boone said, stop making Fast and Furious movies.
We agree, John. Apparently, and I didn't see any of this, but apparently there have been some rumors going around that Netflix had canceled Neil Gaiman's Sandman series
I hadn't
before it
heard that.
even revealed. And so somebody tweeted it at Gaiman on tweeted at him on Twitter. Reached out to him on Twitter and he replied, "Why? Because we haven't set a release date yet?" He's like, "That's freaking hilarious." And that was his answer. So apparently it has not been canceled
That's good.
and they're still working. I know, I'm super excited about it.
You have been for a while now.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Mm-hmm. You've
Um,
been waiting on this one.
So this one is irritating. So it based on the article I read today, it sounds like Stranger Things season 4, each episode may be almost a full movie.
Oh God.
The Duffer Brothers confirmed the season consists of 9 scripts, and that it will
This is
almost
a show that should have ended after season 1
Yeah.
or 2.
9 scripts, and that it will almost double the runtime of previous seasons. So if those 9 scripts only end up with 9 episodes, each episode is going to be nearly 2 hours long.
Cool.
That, like, I don't even want to get into it.
Yeah.
If these episodes are 2 hours long, I'm probably not going to watch this season at all.
I mean, that's a lot. I mean, you could space it out, just watch it, take you a while to get through it.
Mm-hmm.
There'll still be people to finish it in a day.
Yeah.
What I think they're going to do, because they've already confirmed that this is coming out in 2 like segments. I think these 9 scripts, I think they're going to split it up, and it's basically going to be 2 seasons, and we'll get like 9 episodes per run.
Yeah.
Is what I think they're.
You know what? This show I think, in my opinion, when it debuted the first season, was one of the most like intriguing, shocking shows I've seen in like the past 20 some years.
Mhm.
That really like shook me. Like, this is good. You know, like a lot of things come on, you're like, I like this show. It's all right. It's not bad. But like when that debuted, I remember I watched it on vacation. I was like, man, you got to watch this fucking show. Like it is different. You know, it was different. It had such a feel to it. And like, it's now like I'm over it.
Yeah.
Because like they took it and it's like too much with it. The
Mhm.
second season was okay. Like, you know, still all right because it continued that main story. But now it's like, it's turning into this now. Now we need 2-hour episodes and all the Hollywood ruins anything that's good.
Mhm.
Anything that's good, and they figure we can make, how can we milk it and make more money out of it, and they ruin it.
Mhm.
Yep, pretty much. The live action Avatar: The Last Airbender show,
The good Avatar, as we call it.
yep, is supposed to be coming before the end of 2022. One of the actors in the series, Paul Sun-Hyung Lee, revealed it's 8 episodes. Each one will be 1 hour long.
This
doable.
is live action Avatar. They tried this already, though, right?
Yeah, but they hired like all white actors to play these
Clearly Asian characters.
Clearly Asian characters. It's probably the most hated. Like,
No, Dragon Ball is.
They did the same thing in that, though.
They did the same thing in that.
Yeah.
Cast this white kid as Goku.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie was awful.
Yeah,
The Dragon Ball movie is fucking awful.
yeah,
It's really awful.
yeah. That has no redeeming values.
No. It's hard to make anime live action. It just doesn't work. Even in Japan, they made a live action AOT movie and Attack on Titan movie, and people hate that movie. Like even Japanese people hate that movie. Like, you know, they love Attack on Titan. That movie just was so bad. Like it just doesn't. It's a genre that doesn't need live action.
No,
It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
because things are so over the top.
They're so over the top that it doesn't look right in live action. No one can look like Goku. No one's that muscular. You know what I mean? So you get like an actor to play him, and you're like, this isn't Goku. Like, no, that doesn't look like him.
Yeah.
It's not good. Just stop it. Just make animated movies. You know, not everything has to be live action. That should be a rule. Not everything has to be live. Can we make that our tagline for our show? Not everything needs to be live action.
I'm good with that.
Just make a movie.
On the Disney Plus front, this article actually came out prior to today's Nova thing. But apparently there is a mystery cosmic-based show in the works for Disney Plus. This show apparently was supposed to be the kickoff of Phase 4 in their original plans prior to the pandemic. That apparently, and we'd heard, I remember us talking about this a long time ago, that Phase 4, their original plan for Phase 4 was for it to be basically all cosmic stuff.
Yeah.
And the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was supposed to kick it off. This show was supposed to spin out of Guardians 3. And like it was gonna, James Gunn said, he's like, this is the end of our Guardians trilogy, but this is gonna kick off the next 10 to 20 years of the MCU.
Right.
So people think that maybe Phase 4 is getting quote unquote back on track now that that Guardians has got its.
So who do we think this could be?
This could be a Nova thing, or it could be something completely different.
It's going to be Silver Surfer.
Yeah, now they got the rights to it.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind a Silver Surfer Disney Plus show.
Yeah.
They show him as Norrin Rad, Galactus coming, changing him into Surfer and all the planets he has to destroy before he stops. That could lead right into like a Fantastic Four type movie or whatever.
Do it that way instead.
Yeah, that could be like between Fantastic Four 1 and 2 or whatever. That'd be good.
I think he'll get a movie though.
Maybe it's who's the worst cosmic character?
Adam Warlock's going to get his own show after being introduced in Guardians 3.
Yeah, Adam Warlock's interesting. I mean, they're all interesting.
Yeah, Marvel does cosmic well.
Darkhawk is cosmic. Can I get a Darkhawk movie?
Maybe it's the Shi'ar.
Shi'ar would be cool. I mean, that's like outer space X-Men with all their weird powers and stuff. Starjammers.
Yeah.
Starjammers is too much like the Guardians of the Galaxy.
It is. That's
They
fine.
were
do
the
it.
Guard.
Yeah.
The Starjammers were
This
what-
version.
This version of
Yeah.
like Quill and all them.
Mhm.
That was the Starjammers. Corsair and like his group of people.
Mhm.
Do you know who the Starjammers are?
Vaguely.
The Space Pirates.
They're space pirates and they're Cyclops and Havoc's dad,
Oh.
Christopher Summers. After his boys fall out of the airplane and their plane catch fire, and you think that they died, the Shi'ar kidnapped them, made him prisoner. Their mother dies, and then he like resents the Shi'ar Empire, Gladiator and the gang. So he forms this like group of space pirates, and they basically fuck with the Shi'ar constantly.
Okay.
And then he of course reunites with Cyclops and Havoc and the gang.
One of them was named Chode.
Yeah, he's the big green lizard guy's name is Chad. Raza was the pirate-looking dude with the robot arm, and then it was what Hepzibah was
She's a cat girl.
cat girl, and they were like in the '90s when they were popular with like Jim Lee X-Men and all that. You always saw the Starjammers. That's how they acted. It was like how the Guardians, did.
Okay.
Funny comic relief type stuff,
Got it.
Mhm.
swashbuckling adventures, and then that's what like Peter Quill and these Guardians turned into.
Okay,
Mhm.
I got you.
So you would almost be redoing that, you know.
Which they're already planning on doing with the Ravagers. So
Could be a Ravager space show.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I didn't think about that.
they already introduced all of them.
Yeah.
All those guys that look like the original,
The real Guardians.
the real Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
As
Yeah.
long as Sylvester Stallone's in it.
Yeah,
he will be.
he's 105, but he can still be in things, right? It's gonna be Darkhawk
No.
or Quasar.
Quasar. There's a lot of things you can do.
All these powers start to sound very similar, though. Quasar is exactly just Captain Marvel.
Mhm.
He wears the quantum bands,
Yeah,
which it looks like that's what Miss Marvel's wearing in those.
yeah.
I think are quantum bands.
hmm
You know, just pick somebody over there. It's gonna be Beta Ray Bill.
He already kind of appeared.
Yeah, his face.
hmm
Yeah. Oh yeah, could be anybody. It's gonna be a fan of. Maybe it'll be the Infinity Watch.
hmm There are no more Infinity Stones in that universe, though.
Yeah, it's true. They're gone. Good. We can move on.
They can be paperweights and
Yeah. They
time.
can be.
time place. Christopher Lloyd has been added to the cast of Mandalorian season 3.
Saw that. He's gonna play a time traveler named Doc Brown.
He went too far back
He went way far back,
and then far away.
far away, a long time ago, far, far away. It's good to see him getting some roles still. I know how old Christopher Lloyd is because in the 80s he looked 85, right?
Yeah.
When he was Doc Brown.
Yeah.
And really he was like 30 at the
Yeah.
time.
Right?
I have no idea how old Christopher Lloyd is.
I can't look it up because apparently my phone decided to reboot.
I don't know how he's still alive, Christopher Lloyd. Can someone see how old he is?
Boot eye.
Did he tell us? Nope, he doesn't know either.
He's 83.
83, yeah, he's up there, man. So he was like he was like 40 in his 40s when he was doing Doc Brown back then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
And I don't think he dyed his hair. I think his hair was white
if
then.
man. If he was 40, how old was Doc Brown supposed to be? Because Marty goes back 30 years, and Doc Brown's not 10. So, like, how old was he pretending? Did he make himself look older?
I don't think he dyed his hair though.
He's a confusing person. We should do a whole podcast about Christopher Lloyd.
I'm
'Cause
down.
he looked like he was 60 back then. Because he was in Taxi, which was in the 70s, because he played Jim or whatever, which
Yeah.
that crazy dude on there. He's like the original Kramer was Jim from Taxi, saying all this crazy stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and that was in the fucking like 70s or whatever. So Christ.
He was born in 1938.
Yeah.
Here's his picture from his senior year of high school.
Oh, there he is. Show it to the camera so people can see him. Looks the
Oh.
same.
I don't know if we'll be able to
There
see
he
it.
is. Yeah, he's an enigma.
He's an alien.
It's so
He
weird.
got his immortality late in life, whereas Keanu Reeves got it when he was what 25.
Yeah. It's so weird though when you watch 80s movies now and everyone's dead.
Yeah.
Except for like the young people in it, you know. And then there's still people, then there's people like him, and I think I go, oh, that guy's, and I look him up on like IMDb, and I'm like, that guy's alive? Like he's 92. You know,
my mom yesterday. Apparently, she was scrolling through Facebook, and there was some reference to Kenny Loggins, and she's like, "Oh, did Kenny Loggins die?" And I'm like, "Yeah, 2 years ago."
I didn't know Kenny Loggins was dead.
Yeah, he died. He March 20th, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow. Age stuff trips me out. When I start trying to figure out how old things are, I get like freaked out.
Yeah, because then it tells you how old you are.
It tells you how old I am, you know, like, oh my God, like this is old, that's old, everything's old.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
When we get so fucking old?
Oh, it sucks.
I'm still hanging on to my 30s.
You are.
Shut up, Brock.
You're a youngin. How old are you?
39.
This year is a big 4-0.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'll make it. Maybe.
maybe.
So I both like and hate this next piece of news.
Right.
Arrowverse's Gotham Knights show has found their Harvey Dent. Supernatural alum Misha Collins,
Who plays Castiel on Supernatural, if you don't know, Misha Collins.
is going to be joining the show as Dent/Two-Face.
Yeah, I hate this because I love Misha Collins.
Yeah.
I love Castiel. He's one of my favorite characters on TV. And I don't want to watch this show.
No.
And I'd like to support the dude because I'm a fan. He's getting another. He hasn't had a show since Supernatural went off the air. But this is shit. I don't want to watch Gotham Knights.
No.
I don't want to watch anything related to the CW or
No.
whatever
I want
it
them
is.
to make him the Harvey Dent in
the Batman.
Yeah.
He's not a big enough actor to give the. Well, neither was that Paul Dano guy.
No. He could definitely be.
Yeah, he would be good there because he's a great actor.
Yeah.
But yeah, no one wants to watch the shit sack Arrowverse because it is shit.
I saw The Flash got renewed for a 9th season.
I don't understand how that it keeps making it. I don't get that. Of course, I don't understand how. What's the other one?
Legends.
Legends keeps getting renewed.
Yeah.
Who the hell is watching that show?
I don't know.
I never saw an episode of that show.
Who's sitting around going, Legends of Tomorrow's new tomorrow night? Like who?
15-year-olds.
Maybe.
Is this one of those things that we've just aged out and it's not for us anymore?
I don't know. I don't think it was ever for me.
I think that's what happened with Stranger Things, honestly.
Yeah, that's very possible.
Well, the kids got old
And weird.
and weird. I don't
Not
know.
Finn Wolfhard.
Oh,
He's the
wolfs
weirdest
hard.
of all.
That fucking kid.
He's so gangly and awkward.
I finally caught up on Walking Dead.
Is Finn
All
Wolfhard
these-
in it?
All these years, I'm finally to like the most recent episode,
Wow.
which I never thought would happen. But you know,
I have a whole season.
do you know
to
what
catch
they
up.
do with this show now? Did you hear about this?
No.
So AMC now has AMC Plus, which is like $4.99 a month for their Plus.
Okay.
So Walking Dead episodes come out first a week ahead of time on AMC Plus. You have to pay $4.99 for, and then they release Sunday nights on regular AMC.
Ah,
What the fuck? So AMC, people are probably paying for it too because they love it.
Probably.
I honestly will probably, depending on how they release it, I will probably pay for that when the new Anne Rice shows come out on AMC.
And then Rice, vampire shit.
How dare you like something, Justin?
Yeah.
Did
Because
you?
they just announced a new show. They just announced the lead actress for they're doing her Mayfair Witches series, and they just announced the lead actress for that.
Hmm.
So you're gonna get it. It's all gonna be an AMC.
It's all going to be on
$4.99,
AMC.
not bad for a streaming service.
No.
Did you hear about the spinoff of Walking Dead? Did we talk about that a few weeks ago?
The Negan and
Negan and Maggie.
Maggie show, which is going to make them a couple, which is fucking ridiculous.
I don't know if it is now. Like, especially recently, how they are. Like, I don't know.
They're-
Like,
Pardon my French, live people. They're going to hate fuck.
they're going to New York in this one, and they're going to be in New York City. It's called like City of the Damned or something like that. It's Maggie and Negan in New York. You know,
They're going to be in some situation, and they're going to
Karen there
absolutely.
on one area, Maggie and Negan
Yeah,
in the
but
other.
her and Negan are going to be in some situation where they absolutely hate each other. They're only working together because they got stranded somewhere or something
They
happened.
do hate each other. It is a good
and they
love
absolutely hate each other. They're going to survive something and they're going to bang.
I don't know. I still enjoy him on the show. He's the only one of the only enjoyable
Because
characters.
he's a good actor.
He's funny. But, you know, they are, I don't know. I don't know what the hell they're going to do. They're doing all this Commonwealth shit. Did you read the Commonwealth storylines in the comic before the
No, I
comic
didn't
went
stick
out?
around that long.
Where everyone dresses like stormtroopers.
I remember seeing the covers and stuff.
They have stormtroopers. I don't know why they wear white armor. It's so ridiculous. But I don't know. This one's season 11's better than the season before. But it's still, it just goes and goes. You know, it never ends.
This is the show that
Fear the Walking Dead apparently is bringing back. They had a female lead on that show that they apparently killed off after like season 3,
I think I heard about this.
and now they're bringing her back to the show.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard that they were bringing like one of the characters that died like in the first 3 seasons of The Walking Dead. I heard that was coming back. Like
Well-
I heard like Andrea or something was coming back on Fear the Walking Dead.
No,
or-
she looks like Andrea.
okay, maybe that's.
But
it.
like, what's his name? Who was the black dude that helped Rick out in the beginning that had the stick? Morgan.
Gabriel.
Morgan.
No, Morgan.
So Morgan's on Fear the Walking
Yes.
Dead. And then remember the dude that was Negan's right-hand man that had the half-bird face?
Yeah,
The white.
yeah.
The white and his wife are on Fear the Walking Dead. Like he left at the end of the Negan War,
Mhm.
and Daryl let him
That
go.
makes sense because
And then he went to find his wife because she like ran away. And then he discovers her on that show. Now he's on that show. Him and Morgan.
He was just flipping through the channels. Oh, she's over there.
Yeah, she's on that channel.
that makes sense because that's a payoff then for his story because
Yeah.
he was doing all those bad things trying to get back to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, Dwight wasn't bad.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just a show that should have ended a long time ago.
Hmm.
You know, he did enough with it, but it was good. Old Walking Dead was great. You know, it used to be something that everyone loved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about. Remember in the early days, even of our podcast, we would talk about it all the time,
Mhm. Speculate and all that.
speculating on what's gonna happen, what's going on. You know. Now it's just like, yeah, whatever. It's a show over.
Pretty much.
We have any more TV news?
The Boys season 3 trailer got reported over 20 million times for excessive content.
What do you think when you're watching a Red Band trailer? What do you think's gonna be in it?
They
Who's
actually
got triggered by a trailer?
they actually took pride.
20
in that.
million people.
They actually were
People
proud
probably
of
did it on
that.
purpose.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. I mean, the trailer's insane, but you know,
That's another show that keeps going more and more and more. Where, it's just
I
gonna
have a
get-
feeling I'm going to get to a point
too
with this show
annoying.
where I'm just like, all
Yeah.
right, that's enough.
where everything has to be some kind of dick joke and over the top shit. You know, where you're like, all right, with this show.
Yeah.
If they do that masturbation scene, it's gonna be crazy.
They're not doing the Soldier Boy Homelander thing. They've confirmed
What was that?
where there's a intimate scene between the
Two of them.
in the comic.
Isn't there a scene where Homelander like masturbates on top of the Empire State?
That was in season 1, and they didn't
skipped
do
that.
it.
Okay. He like sprays the
Well,
whole
they
city.
did it, but they didn't show it.
Yeah.
I don't
That
think
guy got in trouble, Homelander.
Yeah,
He got arrested for
he got arrested in Spain.
like kicking the shit out of somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what did he do?
He got in like a bar fight.
yeah. He got,
Okay.
Apparently somebody like insulted someone he was with, and he like kicked the shit out of somebody and he got arrested in like a Spanish prison. I don't know if he's still there or what they're doing with him,
I
but
don't know.
yeah, he got in a bar fight. Homelander. Somebody probably came up and said, "You suck."
And he laser beamed him with his eyes.
Yeah.
Apparently, Halo's already been renewed for season 2 ahead of the season 1 release, which is technically today.
Yeah. This is
Season,
Paramount Plus.
apparently another streaming service. you
I'm
gotta
not getting
buy.
this until these are all released.
Well, then
Binge 'em.
here you go. Season 1's supposed to be 9 episodes, and
Yeah.
if they don't skip any weeks, it's going to finish the last week in May.
Yeah, it goes
so-
till May.
June is when you should get.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of bad reviews about this.
I've not heard a lot of good stuff.
Because a lot of people said, that the creators did not watch any of the video games, never played the video games, didn't care about the video game at all, made this story all up on their own, which that's a scary thing to think of. Like, why do people like Halo? Because of the video game.
Right.
Like,
That's the only source material.
so the one guy, and this is what made me, because when I saw this release, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get it. I'll watch it tonight. Like, I love Master Chief. He's one of my favorites. I wanted to see this. Then I read this review. This guy said, this show is Masters of the Universe Revelation, but live action. They said they introduce our guy that we want to see, our main character. Then he goes away, and it's all about these sub-characters that no one gives a shit about. Like, you know how they did with He-Man, where it's like Tila and her friend, most of the thing, and He-Man's barely in it. So a lot of people are saying that Master Chief's like not in this at all. Like, he was a little bit in the first episode, but they have a feeling he ain't going to be in it, and it's all about this like group that works for the Alliance and all that. I'm like, that's going to be shit. That's why they're only getting 1 month out of me. I'll buy it then, and then we'll see. Because if that's the case, fuck this show. You know?
There you go. And then the last bit of news I got, Christina Ricci is going to be joining the new live action Wednesday show, playing a newly created character.
Okay. Interesting. So I wanted to talk about this. Me and Saber started watching this show on Netflix, which is the stupidest show ever made, but it makes me laugh. Have you guys seen the show advertised on there called Is It Cake?
No.
On Netflix.
No.
So it's this guy, this comedian, hosts this game show. It's not in front of any audience or anything. And it's in this like studio.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all these cake artists who make these cakes that look like realistic things.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like people make like a and it looks like a computer or a laptop or whatever.
All right. I've seen like clips of people cutting into it.
Yeah, and they're cutting into these cakes. So like they show you this cake. They bring these like 10 bakers in and they have to compete against each other. But like the reason there's no studio audience is because when they make these cakes, they give them 8 hours to make these cakes.
Oh wow!
So it's not like a cooking show. You can do it in 20 minutes.
It's like one of those baking competitions.
Yeah,
like Halloween Bake Off.
And they like the first episode was fast food. So there's all these fast foods, and then they have to guess which one's cake. You know, and then they cut it, and then like anybody gets it right, like they get to compete against each other. And then the theme was fast food for episode 1. So they had to make like a cheeseburger, tacos. And I tell you what, like they show you the process of it and they're talking about what they're doing. But when they don't show you the final product, like I can never guess that. I have no idea which one. And obviously you stand like 5 feet away and you don't go up close to it, you know. But it's crazy. Like the cakes that they make are we watch it while we eat. You know, and all this show does for me is make me so fucking hungry for cake.
I want some cake.
That's all it does. Like you just ate dinner and I'm like, oh, I'm full. And then I watch it and I'm like, I want a piece. I want some chocolate ganache or whatever the hell that is. You know, you made like a funfetti in the side. I was like, I love funfetti cake. I want some of that cake.
Red velvet.
Everything is like molding chocolate and fondant and all these words.
Which
you know,
I hate that fondant stuff. It tastes
horrible.
Well, yeah, it's not real. I don't think.
Whenever I get cake, whenever I've had cake that's had fondant on it, I pull the fondant off and then eat the cake.
Yeah.
Because there's always regular icing underneath it, because that's how they stick it to the cake.
Yeah. Yeah. They use all this stuff, edible paper and all these weird things. You know, it's crazy. They did like a beach theme. They did like an inanimate objects theme, you know, all these different like weird stuff, you know. And then whoever wins each episode, they win like $5,000. And then they go to this bonus round where they bring out 2 things full of another $5,000. One is real, one's cake, and they have to guess that, you know. And like the one time it was in a bucket, the other time it was in like a satchel. And I mean, they look exact. Whoever's making the cakes for the show is unbelievable, you know. And they always guess that one wrong, you know.
It's rigged.
Yeah. And I mean, they must say, is it cake? Like 1,000 fucking times, you know. They're like, but which one? Is it cake? You know, then they cut into it. It's all satisfying. It's only 8 episodes. We watched like 4 of them, you know.
I'll have to check it out. It's Netflix?
It's Netflix. It's goofy.
I'll have to check it out.
But, you know, it's something to watch if you want a little something you don't have to think about. You know
is it cake?
Is it cake?
It is.
The host reminds me of, remember the guy that was like the co-host of Wipeout? John somebody.
Maybe.
And he was like a goofy dude.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but I can picture him.
He's like, this guy's like him. He's been a comedian, been in 100 different things, but never made it big, you know. So now I just talk about cake. Any toy news this week?
No. Not that I really paid attention to.
I did not have any toy stuff.
What else? What was
Ken talking about in the
Yeah,
G.I. Joe?
Yeah, G.I. Joe classifieds over there, which I like. They're releasing them on cards. Like the Marvel when they release on cards like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're doing that now, which is, of course I want, but I have nowhere to put it. So I don't want to have to buy those, but they look pretty sweet.
They do.
Big carded GI Joes. I mean, what you take GI, and these ones look like Baroness looks different. These look very comic accurate.
Yeah.
GI Joe is all over the place this week. Super 7 released another wave of those, another ultimate wave with like a great looking Storm Shadow in it, which I want to
Real
add.
detailed.
I wanted to add him, but I'm like,
he's a different scale than the ones you have, though.
Those are like 7-inch.
Yeah.
They're a little bigger.
You have to put them on your greatest hits shelf then.
Yeah, to move them over there. Well, speaking of them, Goliath, they showed more Gargoyles. Now you have Hudson and Brooklyn. They released those two for pre-order.
Yeah, I saw that.
And Demona's supposed to be out in stores, but I haven't seen her anywhere.
I haven't either.
Speaking of that, I think I got an email from Big Bad Toy Stores, which probably means something is coming to my house.
Probably.
I don't know what it is.
And there's a whole new line of Transformers coming out that are hitting the shelves. Not Transformers Legacy, where it's just more those kind of scale, all the same ones, but different ones they haven't done yet. There's like a Stunticon coming out, or like one from each group or whatever. They keep releasing lines. I did read an article that apparently this Legacy line, Jim Simonic's buddy, who did who created the Cybertron series, they had an idea for a Transformers Legacy Netflix show. There's going to be like the continuation of Earthrise and Kingdom and all that, and Netflix turned it down and didn't want it because they went with BotBots. Yeah,
the only cool version of Transformers.
I tagged you in that one the other day. That's a big BotBot display. They have vehicles now and all that stuff.
See, it's the next big thing.
It's the next big thing.
Even though it's been around for like 10 years, apparently.
And all those posts, there's like one girl that's like, in the Hasbro post, this girl keeps posting, that one guy that likes BotBots should be responding on here, and I don't see him. It's like every Transformer post to see that one guy is always asking, where's BotBots? And now they're talking BotBots on here, and he's not responding. Where's the BotBot lovers?
You could be that guy, bro.
I could be that guy. I'm not buying anything new.
BotBots. You should go after it.
I'm not doing it. I'm too far behind.
What else was there this week? Oh, there was another X-Men animated series figures as one that had like the cell shading.
Yeah.
They did Jean Grey. Saw that. Hasbro's always releasing shit all the time.
I haven't bought any new Legos.
Me neither. I haven't gotten anything in a while.
Oh. Just
I want to come to your house and steal the blacksmith and build it.
The what?
There was a blacksmith build, and it was really cool. I watched somebody build it on Twitch, and Brock was like, "Hey, I have that." I was like, "I'm gonna steal it."
You watched someone build a Lego set on Twitch. How long is that stream?
She did it in like.
There's a shade. She's hot.
3 or 4. I don't know. She doesn't show her face on street. She doesn't. She doesn't.
Just her
she
hands.
doesn't do face cam.
It's her hands and boobs.
She normally plays Minecraft. I watch her Minecraft stuff. I just happened to turn on her stream the other day, and she was building a Lego, and it was this medieval blacksmith kit.
And you're like, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Twitch, any promotions you want to talk about?
No, not really. I'm going to try and add some things in April. I might do a Lego build or two here and there, but I'm still trying to figure it out. I got to figure out what days I can actually do stuff.
When are you going to Hot Wheels stuff on there?
That's a much bigger undertaking than I thought it was going to be.
Really?
Just to get the cameras right where you can actually see what's
Do you still have that
on.
Hot Wheels track set up in your dining room table?
Sure do.
Do you play with it still?
Yeah, Hope and I were playing with it the other day.
Have you died down on the collecting of that?
Yeah.
You got everything.
I pretty much got everything. I was really into the character cars. I did get ones from the Batman.
Did you?
The other day I saw them. They look pretty nice. I don't think the Riddler
I'm starting
one.
to see them more in stores again now.
Yeah, they seem to be more readily available.
They were sold out around like Christmas time.
They had the 2020 and 2021 ones up until like a week ago. And now the 2022 ones are starting to pop up. My brother-in-law got one for Benny. I was like, I never saw this one before. And it was like I said, new for 2022. So I was pretty excited. I try to avoid though, because I got so many that I do want to get that going. It's just my computer can't handle all the camera work that I would need to do.
Yeah.
you would probably need at least 3 cameras.
Mm-hmm. One above the finish line.
Yeah.
One like just to follow it.
One to attach to the car.
Yeah.
A mini one that'll make you sick falling on it as it
That would
goes.
be funny, actually. Yeah, I'd like to do that's on the plans, but yeah, I got in trouble this week for abandoning that. But
By Twitch or by someone that's your boss?
it's someone that I live with.
Someone that you live with. Benny.
Yeah, Bennett wasn't too happy about it.
All right, well, check you're still doing Sunday nights at 9.
Yeah.
Tuesdays at 10.
Tuesdays at 10. Tuesdays at 10, I'm changing to a different format. As I was doing it this week. I had 2 people the entire time. I'm like,
hey, I lurked.
You did, and you were one of the 2 people. So, so yeah. Then by the end of the stream, I had 9, I think, but the average ended up being 4.
Okay.
So like I think I've tapped out that audience with that game. But I think what I'm going to do is like push everybody to Sunday. Like everything I do, like, oh, check it out on Sunday. Like make that be the thing that I build to all week or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I have the most fun doing that.
Okay.
But,
well, that's it. There you go.
Sundays at 9.
Sundays at 9. Go check that out. Justin, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, then. Take us out, sir.
All right. If you stumbled across us on the interwebs, check us out at search for KF Podcast on all your social medias. You'll find us there. And like us, throw us a review. Come hang out when we announce our lives. And thanks. Have a good night.
Later. All right. Let me export this. We're still live. I haven't shut that down yet. I gotta go look. I stopped looking in that one now. There was no one in there for a while.
That's how it goes.
It posts straight to YouTube, so
yeah. What after I do that? After I start doing this, let me see. Oh, Ken's in the chat. He said Brock got a haircut. Come on, Justin, and nothing is happening in here. True. All right. Well, Ken, we're ending this.
bye.
I don't even know how. Oh, there we go. Okay. Bye, everyone.